Been a minute since I've been on here. Here's why. I have these guys for the next few weeks. They come down and spend their summer with Mama. Anyway, but I'll go ahead and see if I can do a catch you up. We had 5 baby ducks. We now have 4. Because the silly things just would run around everywhere. They wouldn't stay with their mama. And they ran all over the yard because my fence wouldn't keep them in. So I had to put them in here because evidently one of them got ate. I had to put this chicken wire on here because the silly cat and dog kept wanting to dig in here. I have a few beets. They were pretty sparse, but they did come up. I can't remember what I planted in here, but I think I planted something that's not coming up. This is, I'm thinking it might be a Kikuzi gourd. I'm hoping it is. Over here are, this is Armenian cucumber. My peas up here that I'm letting mature are getting mature. They're getting kind of soft. So I'm going to save seed for next year to plant because I really kind of liked these. These sweet potatoes up here are doing really, really well. That's a just a stray tomato from out of my compost pile. Another one. Peanuts, they're doing pretty good. I pulled them potatoes out of there. I've got some, there's an arugula going to seed, lettuce going to seed, and I've got some turmeric and some ginger root planted in there that I hope will come up and I can do that. There's my sweet corn, and it's doing really well. It's almost for me head high. I'm only 5 foot tall, so it's and if you look, it's thinking about tasseling. I hope it holds off a little bit. We got 90 some degrees coming the end of this week. These beans are doing real good. They're contender. They were planted a little bit later and they're blooming real good. I planted some okra in there. I've got one right there that's sprouted. Oh, hang on, somebody's having a problem. These are a couple of compost tomatoes. One obviously is a cherry tomato, one is not, but it's not a big tomato. And this is a jalapeno. Got a big deal in there. Some narcissism, some lemon basil, and if you look right there, see what I'm talking about? Ignorant cat and dog, they dig everything. They're just annoying. I have this carrot. I want to show you this. This carrot right here, this was last year's carrot. It's gone to seed. And being that I do have Queen Anne's lace that grows around here, I want to try and save the seeds, so I covered. Hopefully it can still pollinate in between there. I put a couple bugs up in there, but for the most part, I'm going to see if I can get some true seeds out of this right here. My strawberries are done for the year. They did pretty good. I guess they're, they've got a couple stragglers in there. But and I've got my raspberries are pretty much done for the year. I had to end up putting this chicken wire around it because the birds were eating them faster than I could. So anyway, I've got to take that off and prune them back and trim them back and tie them up for next year. My blueberries are just starting to come on. Oh my gosh. Look at them. Yeah, and I had to cover them too to keep the birds out. I got to come out and pick here in a little bit. Looks like I got a pretty good handful. So far, all the ripe ones that I've picked off there, the kids have ate. I pick them every morning and they eat them before I can do anything with them, but hopefully I've got enough today that they can't eat them all. This is a mother of thyme. And look at this bad boy. I mean, it's massive. I love it. My sage. One of the mullein. I let a few of them grow here and there. This is a okay. It's a radish that I let go to seed. There is a roselle. I'm not sure what that is, but it's pretty. That's my desert rose. I have this right here is fennel, and I'm going to let it go to seed. My peach tree. Now on to the main garden. I've harvested a bunch of cabbages, you can see here and there. I've still got some that are small. I don't think they're going to get big, but I'll probably harvest them too. I've harvested one kohlrabi so far. My phone's starting to get hot. I'm going to have to probably pause this. I got jalapeno peppers right there. I've got a whole bunch of cilantro that I'm letting go to seed. We'll see how long this lasts. Yeah, I think I left off with the chard, but I'm not sure. Anyway, here's my onions, and I've harvested a few. And they're all kinds of different sizes, but I have some pretty nice looking sized ones. The one down here, oh my gosh, this guy is bigger around than my hand. It's a big guy. Anyway, this is where my potatoes were. I planted green beans, mostly contender, and then 3 rows. These 3 rows right here, the kids planted. I let them plant 3 rows so they could actually watch them come up and they can help harvest them. That row right there are pole beans, leftover peas, some mustard, what else? There was some onions that I've harvested, and the bread seed poppy down there on the end. And then here, collards, and more collards. And intermixed is things like this guy right here. I think it's a butternut squash. I have a cushaw down there. There's a butternut squash. Or planted some more beans here. Had potatoes in there. Planted green beans in there, and they're coming up. There's another mullein next to some basil and a dill, and some more. I think those are butternut. They're either butternut or cantaloupe, and I can't remember which. And this worked really well. I've got beets in there that those stinking rabbits couldn't get to, so I'm going to have some beets. These are the Cherokee yellow wax beans that I'm letting go to seed so I can have more to plant next year. And fava beans, they're doing really pretty good actually. I didn't get any fava beans last year. I planted them, but I didn't get any. And this guy, as you can tell, he's got a problem, so he's out of here. And this one is probably affected by whatever that other one had. So, anyway, these tomatoes are from my compost pile, and they're doing really well. They look like they're just a medium-sized tomato. I go through, and anytime I see a affected leaf, I pick it off, because, get off there. Because they, I don't want it spreading. Anyway, then down through here, I have a hodgepodge of all kinds of tomatoes. These are black cherry tomatoes. I don't know what kind of tomato, but a big tomato. I have some Cherokee purples in here. I have some Hillbilly, I think this guy right here, Hillbilly potato leaf. Where's he at? Might be the, no, it ain't that one. It's in here somewhere. I got a Hillbilly potato leaf in here somewhere. And just all kinds. I got some Rutgers. Anyway, and then my nasturtiums are doing really well. Take a look at my fennel. Isn't that awesome? Whole row of it. The bronze fennel. Then my peppers, this one right here, I think something burrowed under, yeah, something burrowed under the roots, aggravating varmints. I don't know what it is. I think it's a stinking field rat. Burrowed under the roots, and as you can tell, it's not doing well. Then this is these are chili pepper or cayenne peppers right here. I got some celery, some jalapenos. Oh, look at that girl. There's a ladybug. Some more jalapenos. They're doing real well. Some more celery. And then this is the red Marconi. It's just starting to bloom. Then these beans, it's contender down through here, and then yellow wax up through here. It's the Haas yellow wax. They're just starting to get big enough to pick. I've got a basket full over there. My phone's probably going to cut out on me again. Then I have another row of tomatoes that are out of my compost pile, so they're a hodgepodge of who knows what. I need to hoe, but I have a row of sweet potatoes down through there, a row of okra. I have a long pod okra and Star of David okra. Then I have glass gem corn up there. And then over here, I'm trying to raise my animals' feed this year. This is a mixture of glass gem and dent yellow corn. This is a mixture of glass gem and dent yellow corn. This is dent yellow corn. I tried something different, but I planted some cushaw in amongst it. This is okra. I mean, not okra, but sorghum that I picked out of the chicken's feed. This is sorghum that I actually bought sorghum seed. Germination was pathetic. Pathetic. But this stuff's doing great. And seeing it's for livestock anyway, I didn't see any problem with that. Then over here, I planted some Blacktail Mountain watermelon, and as you can tell, they're having a problem. I mean, they're getting some kind of fungus or virus or something on them. And then over here, I've got some, I think that's cantaloupe. Then I have sunflowers over there, and oats here. It didn't get very tall, but it is putting on heads, so I'll let that go to, mature and collect it. And then I planted more corn here and a cantaloupe. I got 4 sweet potatoes in there. I gotta get out here and hoe. We've had so much rain the last few days. Today it's not raining, and I need to come out and do this. I got sweet gem corn up here. So anyway, the goal is to have enough food for myself and my animals without having to buy any, if much at all. This right here is a Rosa rugosa. And I bought it last year to, that way I can, supposedly has like some of the largest rose hips of any rose. And I have elderberries everywhere. They're starting to make berries. It'll be pretty soon. They're just now finishing up blooming. I can't wait. One of my granddaughters, that little pink flag right there, one of my granddaughters decided she wanted to plant some apple seeds out of her apple. So, we'll see. We got 2 new girls. They're young. I got a boy already. So we're going to try rabbits again. Hopefully they're not as ornery as the last ones I had. The last ones would bite you and try to tear you open. So they went in the freezer. So we're going to try these. Try and keep him tame. The boy is real tame. I mean, you can hold him and pet him and everything. So we'll have to do that with these. Since the kids are here, I can use them, get them to help. I had wheat growing in here that I've harvested. I've got 4 bundles. Folks, this is what happens. Yeah, and you're doing it too, aren't you? Yep, we're doing potatoes. When you get, don't go that way. Don't go that way. You got to go around. Anyway, when they get back, we're going to dig another row. This is what happens when people let go of helium balloons. They end up in other people's property and can cause problems. Guys, hang on to your balloons. Yeah, somebody's balloon they let go. We're going to dig some more potatoes. We got one more row to do. And this is what we got so far out of the first row. Finish this off. Here's some of the green beans that I actually got out of the garden. I have about twice that many, but this is venison roast, shoulder roast, new potatoes, and green beans. That's going to be supper. And the kids are going to love it. Aren't you?
Supper?
Well, it's going to take a while to cook.
So what's lunch, Mama?
Well, I'm going to fix you lunch. Hang on. Yeah, kids. Oh, my.
Is that an itty bitty turtle?
Mm-hmm. It's an old nut.
Do you dare me to put my whole entire body in this?
We'll go over there and put your whole entire body in it. It's deeper over there.
No. I'm not putting my whole entire body in it. And over here. But it's in a... I can't. I'll swim with you. I can't.
Slippery over there. It's slippery over there, isn't it? Yeah, you gotta be careful. You are soaked. It looks like you even got up on your shoulders. A little bit? Yep.
I was like laying down.
Anna, quit putting mud in the creek. We want the creek to be able to run. We don't want to...
Nasty sand. You can see that I'm dripping nasty sand and my hands are dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Now wash. 1 eyeball, 2 eyeball, 3. This is not safe for the creek.
Are you thinking about getting in the water? Lee, are you thinking about getting in the water? Huh?
All the muddy stuff needs
Okay.
to go out.
Yeah, you want to get in there? You want me to help you? Okay. I will help you. Let me get over if I can keep from busting my butt getting there.
Why do you not? Your butt is already wet.
Yeah, it's not too wet. Okay. Whoa, careful. There you go. There you go. Yeah, yay. You're in the water, aren't you? Yeah, you are.
Wet.
You can walk out in there a little bit.
Wet.
No, whoa. It's just, you can walk out there. It's just squishy. Let's wash your butt off since you're here. You're going out there, aren't you? Good job. Good job. You had enough?
Good birthday.
You going in there or not? Going in? Okay.
I'm coming.
Okay, well, you be careful because you know what? You watch out for other people. Quit that, Ava.
Okay. I'll watch out for other people.
Yeah.
I'm very scared. And there's a thing.
Mosquito?
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, do you want to see something funny? What? I'm slipping.
Well, you need to get in there and wash that mud off of you.
I'm never gonna get in that deep water.
Get in there and wash some of that mud off.
No, I don't want to.
You're going to have to wash it off before we go back up to the house.